Slideshow, we're on to the All right, can you see me?
No.
When are you gonna turn it on? I'm recording? Okay, guys,
You gotta say hello to the cameras first.
say hello to her real quick, say hi. Because you will be on YouTube forever now. All right, have a seat, guys. Hey, no more chicken nugget stuff. I won't, guys, you've asked me not to take too long, too many stories, but of course, I gotta teach you too. So here we go. Guys, where is it passing? What number? Passing, what number? 20 what? All right, guys, I thought it was right around 30. 28. Now, guys, I want you to quickly go back to number 3. I'm like, you're like, Mr. Medish, I need you to erase or change. This has to be clarified. Take your earplug out real quick. Okay, and yep, just pop it out. Nothing on, right? Nothing was on, right? So it wouldn't matter. So, hey, guys, number 3. Michael, I'm gonna take your phone away. Come on now, Michael. Ready, number 3. Everyone on number 3. Michael, number 3. Okay, you ready? It says, when can you speed? Now, there's a bunch to it. People they'll say parts of it. You gotta know the whole thing. 2.5 years ago, the answer was never. You couldn't speed, but it's legal to go over the posted speed limit. Now, you ready? So if you have to erase and rewrite, okay, and we'll start with, it has to be a two-way road. So as I say that, what do you mean? 2 opposite directions. Freeways, one-way streets, we're not talking about that. Okay, we have a common thing that we talk about, the right lane is the slow lane, the middle lane is to go through, and the left lane is to pass. You've heard that probably. It's a courtesy thing, not a law, but the reason the right lane is slow is people are getting on and off, merging. The middle lane, if it's a 3-lane freeway, would be them to just kind of go for a long ways. The left lane, someone's going a little bit slow, we'll go around them. Okay, Michael, number 3. No, what are you doing, Michael? We're on number 3. I'm giving the answer. All right, so, yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. I want everyone to understand how this works. So when I say two-way road, it's a yellow line 2 ways. If someone said, Mr. Marriage, what's the most dangerous thing, legal thing that you do while driving? I would say passing another vehicle. You go to your office right now.
Kidding.
Okay? Guys?
She got you.
Well, I don't know what's funny about it. What's funny about it?
That was funny because you're all got all.
No, guys, we're recording right now, we gotta go. Okay? So, where are we at? It's a two-way road, yellow line. It's way more than that. If you do this on a two-way road and the speed limit's 40, and you think I can go speed to do it, you broke the law. The speed limit has to be at least 55 mph. So, right now, number 3, two-way road, comma, 55 mph, comma, 10 mph over to pass another vehicle. 10 miles per hour over. So if it's 55, it has to be at least 55. You could go 65 to go by someone. If it's 60, you could go up to, Jack? 70. Please take that off for me. And you will, that's not nice. And if it was actually 65, you could go up to 75. Guys, dangerous. I'm getting in the wrong lane, I could get in a head-on collision. So they want you, when it's up in the country and it is 60 miles an hour, and old McDonald's on the farm, and he's going slow, he's going 40 to 55, you're like, oh, there's a car coming. You're like, oh, there's a car coming, and finally, no signs, no lines, you're like, it's good. Stop that thing. You're going 40, jump on it and get up to 65 miles an hour, get by him and get back as quick as you can. Now, as quick as you can, not 100 miles an hour, 10 over. All right? Now let's go back to number 28. Okay?
37.
Page 28 on page 37? Is that right, Joe?
38.
Keep your pencils close if you want to write anything in. They should all be done. If your book isn't done, you're not taking the test. You're getting a 0. Guys, I'm going to control the test scores. Here's how I do it. You're not done with the chapter, no test for you. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, when you're done with the chapter, guess what happens to your test score? Bing. It goes up. If you do your chapter, and you go to Google Classroom, you know what happens to your test scores then? Ding ding. If you do it twice, it's 100%. If you will do your chapter and go to Google Classroom at least twice and do the practice test twice, you're gonna get no more than one, you're gonna get 100%. You'll know every single thing I can ask you. So you guys that I gave a whole Thursday to, and then you had all weekend knowing the test was Tuesday, if you didn't do your work, you gotta bust your hump tonight. Because you're not taking the test unless this is done. All right? So, passing, dangerous. Use your smog technique. Remember smog for lane changes and coming off curb? Turn on your S. Say it? Check your M. They don't show up, so look O, shoulder. If it's clear, we go and say. All right, we're on page, what was it, JP? Page 38. We're on page 38, number 28. That was 37. So, no passing. Yeah. Is there a question that says how are no passing zones marked?
No.
27.
27. Signs and lines. 27. Signs and line. You got no passing zone. Yellow pennant on the left side of the road, so when you're leaning left looking, you'll see it. On the right, you'll see do not pass at the same spot where the yellow line on your side starts. The regulatory and the pavement marking will work together. We good? Okay, where else can't you pass? You guys, you can't pass on a bridge. You can't pass in middle of curves, intersections. This is a question, right? You can't, exactly, you got it, where you can't see at least 700 feet. I even say 1,000. I want to see 1,000 feet up the road. Make sure nobody's coming. Be real careful with people pulling out of driveways and side streets. You look, oh, it looks pretty good. And then you'll pull out, and let's say, Connor, let's say you're passing right now, and I'm a ding-dong. And I look only to the left, and I go, it's clear. And I go, I'm not used to looking to the right because that's the way I'm going, and you're only coming. But if you happen to be in the wrong lane at that time, we got a problem. So even though you're pulling out left, make sure as you go, look to the right in case, especially if you're a rural guy, if you're out in Dayton where that could happen, okay? Passing on the right. Guys, if you look, it says if a lane is given. I know that people get this wrong, and the reason they get it wrong is their parents do it. If, let's go to,
What number is
we'll do a
this?
different road first. We'll just do a regular intersection, all right?
What is this?
I don't know, passing on the right or something, or using the curb. Let's say Keenan is here, he's making a left, blink, blink, wheel straight, Connor's right behind him, and here I come, I'm not very patient. So I decide to go around these guys like this and go. Is that legal to do?
No.
That's illegal. I've seen people go half into the ditch to go around people. It's crazy. You're like, what? They do. They don't want to wait. But now, like on Winnetka, guys, what's nice there, on West River Road, 2 lanes here, you got a 2-lane road, a little line with brake, but over here are little short lines, that's an extra lane. So now, when Keenan and Connor are waiting, and I come and I go around them like this, is that legal to do?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what that lane's for. It's called a bypass lane. But again, now it's not 2 lanes, it's actually 3 lanes. So it's okay to do. So if they give you a lane to do it, use it. But if they don't, you gotta sit there and wait. Even you're like, dang it, come on. Don't go into a turn lane to go around people, don't do that stuff. Don't pass on the shoulder, that's kind of what we're talking about. There's a video right here, guy's passing on the shoulder, he's kind of going and he doesn't realize it, but there's a guardrail coming up and he drives right on the guardrail and his car is teeter-tottering on the guardrail. But I'm trying to go fast, you said no stories. That was pretty good
Why
too.
didn't you just watch the video? It's not a story, it's a video.
36.
I can come back, you wanna come back and watch it? I'll go through the PowerPoint and go, Mr. Mayor, we wanna watch it, we'll turn off the camera and we'll come back and watch. You guys can watch these, they are on Google Classroom, just so you know. Backing up, guys, backing up is a reckless maneuver if you do something bad because you know what you're doing. So when can't you back up on a freeway? Probably a question right in here. When can I or can't I, where can't I back up? Or 34. It's illegal on a freeway. If you do it on any other roads, parallel parking, check, where's your balloon? You gotta get a new one, start from the beginning. You do, you get 0. Oh, you just said you can't. Oh, okay, you just didn't bring it. Okay. scared me, because you gotta have a completed study guide. Then if you, any other time parallel parking, just be real careful. Trying to go pretty fast for you guys. If you parallel park, you gotta be 12 inches away from the curb. Now, if you want steps, you could kind of use these if you want, you know, but really just make them up. You've been doing it for a while. Isn't there a question that says, give me the steps for parallel parking?
Yeah,
Help me with the number.
I think it was number.
It says 4 steps for parallel parking?
41.
41. Just make them up. You kind of have been doing it on the simulator. Pull along the car in front, turn your wheels and angle back, get close, go pull forward, just get it straight, back to center. It's right in your book too. They actually give you the steps if you want to get it out of the manual. But I think you can kind of make them up. Parking on a hill. Where's your hill question? What number is that then? 36? Hurry, real quick, though, because I want you to fill in these answers in. So, guys, there's 4 situations. 3 of them, you turn your wheels to the right. So all you have to really do is remember the one. So if you're going downhill, you turn your wheels to the right, period. Curb or no curb, to the right. If you're going uphill and there's no curb, you still turn to the right because your car will roll in the ditch. But if you were going uphill with curb, so what is it? What are the 2 questions? 30 what?
When the front is.
No, look at the question in the book. I want you to read it to me.
36 or something.
42, is it? It has a blank where you have to say what. It says parking on a hill. Uphill with curb, downhill with.
Yeah, 36, 37,
36, read it to me.
When the front of a parked vehicle points downhill.
Hold on. So right now you said downhill, so it doesn't matter curb or not, it's gonna be to the right, so keep reading though.
When the front of a parked vehicle points downhill, wheels should be blank.
Right. Curb or no curb, read the next one.
When the front of a parked vehicle points uphill.
Hold on, now this is different, so we have to hear if there's a curb or not. So is there, what does it say?
And there is a curb.
Is there curb? Left, that's the only time we go left.
And then when the front of a parked vehicle points uphill and there is no curb.
No curb, then it's back to the right. Remember, right every time except for uphill with curb. If you just remember up, and away from the curb, it's like a song.
Up,
and away.
Never heard that song.
That's not a song. No.
Superman. Yeah, it is. Up and away. There's 2. There's one from the 60s, the Fifth
Yeah.
Dimension, and there's one, what is it, Lil Wayne.
He was baked when he was saying that song.
What are you laughing for? That's a song. You said it's not a song. It is too. Is there a song called Up and Away by Lil Wayne?
He's baked when he sings it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is a song. So you can sing it if you want.
Hey, how does he know that? That's what I'm wondering.
How do I know that?
Now, guys, on the test, on the state exam, it's going to ask us a parking question, and the answer is all of these are correct. Now, here's the things they list. They go, you have to be at least 10 feet away from a fire hydrant. That's true. You can't park by yellow curbs. That's true. Can't park in front of a mailbox. That's true. Then it says all of these are correct. That's the one you pick. But here's the list in case you're looking for any other ones. No red curbs, no driveways. You can't just park your car, can't park on a freeway, only emergencies. In fact, there might be a question that says, what are the laws regarding freeway parking? Illegal. Emergencies only. So, how we doing? We doing good on that? You can tell I'm trying to talk fast.
I got it right.
All right, write these down. Go yellow, no yellow curb, mailbox, 10 feet from a fire hydrant, not in front of a driveway, can't park in the middle of the road. Like, I'll just park in the middle of the intersection. Go shopping. And everyone's like driving around your car,
That's
you
what
know,
I would
till they
do. It's
tow
so
it.
funny.
You're like, what's the guy doing? You're like, I'm going shopping. So, can't park on a bridge, can't park in a tunnel. Okay, got him? We good?
Yeah, I got you.
I'm turning the page. Parallel parking, we kind of did it already. There's the steps. This is a screenshot. This is scanned onto your book. So if you want to go to your book, I'm not going to leave this up here because you have it. But there's some steps. Besides, I said you can make your own steps. What number does it say make the steps for parallel parking?
41.
You can do it yourself in your own words. Or just go to the book if you'd like. That's out of the book. Okay? Now, parking on the highway. I think I got rid of that question, but if it does say, first, can you park on a freeway? Emergency. So if you had to stop on the freeway, on the highway, like 169, get as far off, just be safe. So what would make me safe? Get as far off the road as I can, flashers maybe open a hood or a trunk or something, or maybe, does any of your mom and dad keep reflectors that you can put out behind your car? Yeah, stuff like that. You stay safe, don't go wandering around the road or something. Jeez, scary. Especially in Minnesota, it's wintertime. and now you're like walking around trying to do something, and someone they see you and they hit the brake too hard, and they're like, they crash into you or whatever. It can get dangerous. Just be safe, okay?
That's why you eat break.
Seatbelts, we got seatbelts from Chapter 2, and we're still doing them. But I think there's a question on the test, maybe in your study guide, you're 4 times greater, more likely to get injured if you're not buckled. What's that? 43. 43.
Mr.
Okay,
Ray?
4 times. Yes.
Never mind. You said
4 times, yes, right there on this sheet, right there. 4 times greater, and then it says 12 miles per hour, but that's actually less than that. Is that still in the study guide, or did we get rid of that? 44, 12 miles per hour. Is that there, Riley? And then what's 45?
In Minnesota, all children under the age of blank are required to use.
Under the age of 4, you have to be. And then then between 4 and 8, you might have to be, depending upon how big you are. So we must be getting where you have to list the 3 different child seats, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's do that. Oh, we'll get there in a sec. You don't have to actually wear a seatbelt if you're backing up, but today's seatbelts that work so nice, you don't have to unbuckle. If you were, let's say you're delivering salt because it's a fundraiser for football, and the driver is stopping a lot, house to house, you don't have to buckle if you're under 25 miles an hour in a residential area and you're getting out and helping unload salt. You can get a medical note, which I don't know why a doctor, but anyways, I just buckle. But there are some reasons, and of course old cars. And if you have an old classic, but a lot of guys that have old classic cars before 1965, most of them will install a seatbelt, so. Airbags, tell me about the list of airbags. Where's that question? Says the safety tips for airbags. What? 53? Here we go. Thumbs on the outside. Probably kind of a mood thing. Mythbusters did it because they thought the airbag would rip your thumbs off. It doesn't. It just throws your arms out. But they still have it listed as thumbs on the outside. Now we already know this. Where do we put our hands because of airbags? 9 and 3 or 8 and 4, so a little bit lower. A little lower. Use push, pull if you can, and stay at least 10 inches away. You want your chin to be at least, you want it to be 10 inches away from the airbag
My
area.
cousin got in a car crash.
Really?
He got his face all messed up.
Yeah, but imagine if he didn't have it, because you know that seat, you still can reach the steering wheel in the
He had
seat
to like
belt.
walk all the way to this one guy's house, like
Oh.
to a face, with like him and his buddy. It was
Ouch.
messed up.
Ooh. So we got that, number 53? Now here's that infant one that you guys are said was coming up, so here we go.
Pull that one baby.
Are you ready? Number 1, under 1 year, under 20 pounds, infant seat. Write it in, or you already got it. What number is this one where it says list the 3 infant? That- 46, first line. Under 1, under 20, baby seat, infant seat. Jack the Smack.
I had phone, buddy.
Take your earphone and put it in your pocket, not even close to your ear. That's so naughty.
Yeah, Jack.
And it's just, remember that my rule is just to be nice. It's just not nice to me, because I let you do this stuff, but I'm talking right now. All right, so next one. So now you're not a baby, you're getting into that toddler, so you're over 1. So if you're over 1 and over the 20 pounds, so 20 to 40, there's even in the book, it's confusing because it mentions 60, but 20 to 40, you could be in a car seat. That means you take your infant seat that face backward, you turn it around, and now you can get the crotch strap thing on your chest, or double arms. You know, there's all different kinds. Got anybody have a little sister or cousin, little brother, little? You know how they kind of work. Kind of usually through the crotch, and both arms in, and they kind of.
That thing looks so cool. I want one for like a real, like,
Well, you look at some of the race cars, and what are they? 8. How many points are those? 6 points. 6 points. Is that what they use? Yeah, so you're clicking in all over the place. Shring, shring, shring.
well, dude, you're
Well, yeah,
like 200 miles an hour. You better-
Yeah, I was watching the race yesterday.
Yeah, I
telling
got
you.
one guy like swerved out, yeah.
Oh, did you see it rolling? It's like, woo! And he walked away. Walked away, geez. So, okay, next one, guys. You have to stay in a booster seat then if you get bigger. Now, you have to stay in the booster all the way up to 8 years old. If you're under 4'9", 4'8" or under, and under 80 pounds. But that doesn't mean a 9-year-old has to be in it. So let's say I had a little girl, little boy, they were 10 years old. They're old enough now. It's up to 8. So it's It's a double whammy. It's 8 and small, and then one or the other can, you know. So if all of a sudden you're like 80 pounds, you're good. He was 80 pounds when he was born. Just kidding, but he's big. But you know what I mean? You were probably big enough that 8 years old, I was wrestling heavyweight already, you know what I mean? Driver's responsibility. Now, we've gone over this. It's obvious, and always think extreme and you'll get it right on the test. If the person is young, the driver gets the ticket. It's the cutoff point we have to remember. So, obviously, I can't tell a baby that's 3 days old, hey, get in the back seat and buckle. They can't do it, you know? They can't walk, they can't move. So obviously, driver gets the ticket. Where's the cutoff? 15.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, so if I'm driving and you're in the car, you get the ticket.
I get a ticket, like straight up, I get a ticket.
You, if you're not buckled, but in my car you wouldn't be because I'd make you buckle.
I know, but like, I'm saying like.
But if you weren't buckled, you're responsible.
I seriously would get like a
would you
straight
do
up
if I
ticket.
didn't
They would give me a
buckle
ticket.
Are you buckled?
Well, like, if I'm
Say
not,
no.
if I'm not buckled,
You get the ticket.
like, no,
I'm not
just here's
Hey.
I have to pay and it goes to my insurance and everything.
What would you
You
do
have
if
to
I
pay.
didn't buckle up?
Crazy,
It's
man.
not a moving violation, probably wouldn't affect your insurance, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, they'd probably say, do you buckle
Hey,
100% of the time?
Mr. Mayor, what if I didn't
Because
buckle
remember,
up?
it's rated by how risky you are. That makes you risky if you don't buckle.
Of course.
So it might affect your insurance, that's a good point.
Tell me that if me and you are driving
If I'm driving the car
and I'm unbuckled,
and you're unbuckled and you're 15,
I'm not 15.
no wait, it's 16. It's 15 and younger, I get the ticket. So if you're babysitting for me and you're 15, I get the ticket. But if you're 16, who gets the ticket? So that's what you have to remember. It's under 16.
I'm still gonna work.
I know, so who cares? Don't even ask the question.
I'm
All right, guys, I'm gonna ask a question. Let's not have too many stories, but let's get a couple. How many of you have walked out, how many of you parked your car in the driveway? Not the garage, the driveway. How many of you have had it rifled through? Someone's been in your car. I came out in the morning and someone was in it. How did you know?
Cause I looked in like, so like, we have like shades and stuff, and
Yeah.
all of our shades are all gone, like we have this little like handicap thing.
So they went in there and took it.
Yeah, they took all of our
What happened? How'd you know?
My mom, she had an Honda Odyssey, and it didn't really get, there wasn't theft, but somebody broke the windshield.
What broke the windshield? I want to know, somebody went in the car. Sometimes it is a broken window.
Well, at my house, on the windows was broken, and some of, I think, like some of his stuff was, I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
It was like some type of cleaning stuff.
Yeah. Let's go one more, Michael.
People steal petty things.
Listen up, guys. Michael talks quiet. Jack, listen. Really? Guys, that first line that says don't invite, it is amazing. You'd think that it didn't matter, but it does. If I had a car and I left my car sitting at the park and in the back seat was a couple of bags of Skittles, a Snickers bar, someone break into my car. Kids will do it. They're not thieves, they're opportunists. They're looking, oh, some Skittles, I'll put the Skittles. They'll break your window to do it.
I want some Skittles.
They'll go in your car that you didn't lock because you live in a safe neighborhood, and here's what you have to remember when they open the door. What's right next to the driver's seat? Right here. A little cable they can go like that and pull. What do they pull? When they pull it, what happens? There's two cables. One opens the gas hole, one opens the trunk. So they go in, they look around, they go, oh, here's some CDs, here's some change. They'll take change. $1.47. And they'll break into your car. Then they pull the trunk and they look and go, oh, they'll take your spare tire. I'm not joking. You can't, now imagine if you left a purse in there. Are they coming in?
Yeah,
What if you
but-
had a computer case? No computers in it, you know there's no computer, so you don't care, so you leave the computer case in the back seat. They don't know there's no computer in it, so what are they gonna do? Bam, with their elbow, break your window, reach in and take it. Oh crap, it's empty, and they walk away. Or they go and they take it. Last hour, first hour, attaboy, they went in, nothing really in the car, looked around, pulled the trunk, they had their bowling stuff in there. A couple of bowling bags and bowling shoes, they were bowlers. They caught them. The very next day it was on eBay. They actually found it on eBay, and everyone started laughing. I said, you are kidding me. No, one of those dumb criminals, they actually put it on, they called the cops, they found it, and they got him.
Don't put it on eBay. Don't.
Wow, you're talking about being a thief now, just don't steal it.
Shit, why would you want to?
Put it on.
Guys, what number does this say careless, reckless?
56.
Careless, what, 50 what?
56 and
56 and 7. Careless, guys? Careless is not on purpose, it's an accident, it's a oops. Reckless is on purpose, 56 and 57. Careless, just put oops. Reckless, on purpose. Right in, 56 and 57.
On motorcycles, like popping a wheelie, is that careless driving?
No, guys, look. Popping a wheelie is on purpose. You're like, oh no, my bike is so powerful. Then you're a terrible driver. Anything you do on purpose is, look at what it says, willful and wanton. Not wontons, wanton, disregard. You willfully disregard. So if I'm riding down the highway on one wheel, oh, it was an accident, officer, I didn't mean to do that. No, that's reckless. Careless is like a mistake. Riding wheelies on purpose. What would you ever do? Oh, here we go. Go to fleeing an officer. You run from an officer, you're charged with it. Everybody, you're charged with that?
Felony.
Thank you, it's on the test. Now, in the book, let's go. 50 what? 8?
Yeah.
Okay, first one on 58. 3 years, $5,000. Write it down for number 58. You run from a cop, you got a 3 year in jail, $5,000 fine. Number 58, Connor man. Now we gotta fill in these all.
That is horrible.
Don't run from a cop. Here you go, you run from a cop, guys, and someone get,
You come in late.
okay, I just want you to know, you're not taking the test. You guys, you come in late, you go to sleep, thank you JP, you said it for me. It's just not nice to me. I've always been nice to you guys.
It's 35.
And I'm telling you, I'm giving you answers. I need you to write them in or leave. Don't breathe on me. Guys, I'm not being mean. You think I'm being mean because I'm making you right. My goodness, you know what I'm being? An awesome, nice teacher. I'm giving you the answers. How in the world could you be mad at me for giving you the answers? It does. I'm confused. I must be wired wrong if that's mean.
You sound like an Adam
Giving you the answers. I actually am. So here we go. What number are we on?
Run number.
Okay, so if you get run over, it's 3 years, 5,000. Now, here's how I remember. After that, it's double. So if someone gets hurt, it's 5, 10. Guys, 5 years, 10,000. Someone gets hurt bad. 7, 14. 7 years, 14. You getting them all, con man?
You look like Mr. Clean.
I am Mr. Clean. And if you kill someone, it's 10 years, 20,000, and that doesn't make sense to me because it should be in like, if you're running from a cop and you kill someone, you should be in jail longer than 10 years. You should be
For life.
What if it was your son or your daughter, or your sister, your mother? They killed. You'd want them to be in jail for a long time.
Mr. Mayor, did you hear about the guy that was fleeing cops and he crawled under a moving train and lost his leg?
When did that happen?
Last week.
Wait, what?
He was running from a cop, then he ended up going in,
He tried to crawl under a train.
and he got his leg cut off. What a dope.
This boy's stupid.
This is one of those dumb criminals again. All right, here we go. So where's the question that says, what do you do if you're in a crash? 50, everybody, 59. Mr. Branch is such a nice guy. He's giving the answer number 59. Guys, Kobe, you don't need this list. You can use it if you want, but if you got in a crash, you've heard of hit and run. So first thing you gotta do, if you get in a crash, you've got to,
Stop.
okay, that's what you gotta write first. Then after that, guys, the biggest thing is to stay safe. So this could change. If you're injured, your back is hurting, you don't move. But if you're able to do, you can do a lot of things. So I want you to go stop and stay safe and don't hurt yourself. I mean, you gotta be secure. Now, if you are, and Kobe and I, we happen to crash, we can get out and, oh man, sorry buddy, and we could talk, and I give you my name and address, and you give me yours, and I'm State Farm, oh, I'm Geico, yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, AmFam, whatever. Hey, you know what, here's my phone number, here's that, and then you know what, Cole? Go get some, especially if it's my fault, get a witness or two and their number, okay, then go home and write it in a letter, seal it, maybe mail it to yourself so it gets postmarked. Now, when you go to court, you go, hey, because memory fades. So there's a lot of cool things you can do, I think, that will help you. But I would do those things. But really, guys, if all you wrote is stop and stay safe. I don't want you getting out, Kobe and I are out there talking, we get run over by a car, it's asinine. I mean, don't get out and, yeah, here's my license, and that, and then, especially Minnesota, it's snowy. If it's snowy and we are happen to be, and we look, here comes a car, because he didn't pay attention, he's spinning out, and he's coming right at us, we're diving in the ditch. So be careful.
That's probably happened a lot.
In Minnesota, it does. We've got videos of it, yeah.
I heard about it.
Sure.
Oh yeah, remember that one?
I see some pencil still writing, so I'm purposely kind of like this.
That video that you showed us, and like this dude, he was like drunk driving, and like he got out of the car looking at who the bicycle kid.
Disappeared.
And the girl with the cross.
That was a lady, it was, her
Yeah.
husband, her boyfriend, he was so scary. He opened the door and someone on the freeway took him out. All right, ready? All right, looks like you're done writing that list?
No.
No, oh, sorry,
It's
sorry.
scary when like you open the door and then like the car takes off your door and just.
What if it, almost takes your arm off? That one there, the J1 JP's talking about, the guy actually stepped out and the car got him.
Yeah.
But remember, it's because you have to, you want to use the move over law. Always use the move over law. Move away. We hit the very thing we should avoid because you look at it. And if you're looking at it, you go towards it. So when Connor sees a beautiful girl rollerblading in a bikini,
Dang, I know, right?
he runs her over. Oops, I wanted to marry her and I killed her. And after that, she's driving along, she looks up and there's a construction guy. He's all muscly and brown, and all of a sudden she runs him over and kills him. She wanted to like, get his nub head bit. Oops. And because you're looking at it, you'll actually drive towards it, so be careful. See big deer in the ditch, you're like, oh, that's a big, whoa, get back up on the road. You know what I'm saying? So, the very thing you want to avoid. Guys, go to the one that says, guys, there's one where you have to fill in all the blanks. Where it says every drive, 60? Okay, every driver, guys, fill in the blank. First blank is every driver, number 60. Every driver, okay. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna stop for just a second. If you don't have insurance, you have 3 days, 72 hours. I don't know, guys, Connor, Jack, I don't know if it's a question. Is there a question about insurance? If you don't have insurance, you have 3 days to show it. Now, this one here is where we're filling the blanks. Every driver within 10 days. The next blank, I think, is 10 days.
What number is this?
60, they told me. 60. Every driver within 10 days. This is only has to be done if, here's their other blanks, injury, death, or if the total damage, Keenan and I smack each other, his car has $700, mine has $800, if it equals $1,000, $1,000 damage. Injury, death, $1,000. Do we get all the blanks?
Yes.
We got all the blanks?
Yes.
Traffic crash reports must be filed by.
Every driver, within 10 days, if there's an injury, a death, or $1,000 damage. Do we get them all?
Yes.
We got them. Good. Requirements, guys, who can tell me out loud, yell it, what 2 types of insurance we have to have? I hear liability and?
No fault.
No fault, good, and I don't care which order. The other question on the state exam is, do you have to have proof of insurance? Yes. In fact, back to the other slide, that's why if you don't, you have to show it within 3 days. And it'll, so you have to have it. So, there's the 2 questions, no fault liability, and you have to have proof, okay? Now, if you don't have insurance, look what it says, there's a question here. What do you lose? Your license and your car. They're gonna take the plates off your car, they're gonna take the car, and then I'm gonna go to the police auction and I'm gonna buy it. You got your really cool Jeep that's worth $27,000, they took it from you, now I'm gonna go buy it at the auction for $9,000, then I'm gonna sell it for $20,000, $7,000 less than it's worth. Someone's gonna be like, man, I got the great deal, and I made $11,000, and I'm going shopping. We'll go get some new shoes. I'm in touch with my feminine side, you know. Shoes are important.
Dude, that was.
Okay, guys, girls buy a lot of shoes.
Oh, dude, my mom.
My wife, your mom
My
too?
mom has like a closet full.
Girls, Antoinette, how many shoes do you have? Boxes! My wife's got these things hanging in the closet, and she's got shoes in all these little slots.
She puts her shoes underneath her bed. That's what-
There's so that many shoes. Why do women have to have so many shoes?
She has a closet full of shoes.
New closets.
She's like, I don't even use these.
And then I said if she was designing her own house, she'd have enough room for shoes over.
That's what that one was.
I got a
Yeah, my
Here we go. Lots of shoes, guys?
Everything.
Guys, there's a question about getting you lost your license because of no insurance, and I want you to write this one down first, even though it's at the bottom, because it's the biggest one. You have to have 2 years prepaid insurance. What? Your insurance is gonna be high because you just got caught with no insurance. You're gonna go to a high-risk insurance, and you have 24 months of prepaid insurance. And then, guys, you gotta pass a knowledge test, gotta pay your $300 reinstatement, and then you do your whole apply. So you could say written test, road test, all that, eye test all over again, just say apply. And the last one we're gonna do is registering your car.
Okay, all you have to do is apply for it.
So here's what you're gonna write. 24 months or 2 years prepaid, knowledge test, that's a special insurance one, $30 reinstatement fee, and this fines and any court costs. This one here where it says apply for new license, understand what that is. That means written test over, road test over, eye test over. So 2 years, prepaid, insurance test, $30, any fines, and then you gotta apply for your new license. We good?
No.
Nope, I heard a no. And then we're gonna finish with registering. And then Jack will turn off the camera, okay? Thank you, sir.
I thought, oh yeah.
Ready? All right, last one, another list. So you need to register your car. By the way, but I'll go back to it, this is what a title looks like.
What?
This is the title to your brand new Ford Mustang, your
Oh.
Subaru, your Chevy, your whatever. Camaro, that's a title. Okay, you're gonna have to have that with you. So here's your steps for registering. Have a title. Your driver license. Insurance info. And then pay your fees, taxes. You can do that on 2 different lines if you need to, otherwise just fill it in. We good on those?
Yep.
Jack, let's tune out for YouTube. This is, I should have said at the beginning, this is part 2. Chapter 4, part 2. Peace.
What's it?
Guys, if you want to watch